Hi, my dear students. So, in the last class, we were discussing about the alternative sources of energy. So, now we will discuss one of the another alternative source of energy, that is the nuclear energy. The nuclear energy is produced from the radioactive elements. The radioactive elements, some of the examples are given in your textbook: uranium, plutonium, thorium. These are some of the examples for the radioactive elements. And these radioactive elements, whenever we are bombarding these radioactive elements with fast moving lighter neutrino particles, then this heavy nucleus or the larger nucleus will split into lighter nuclei. Actually, whenever we are considering the mass of the larger one with the splitted nuclei, if you are taking the sum of the mass of the splitted nuclei, it will always less than that of the mass of the heavier nuclei. So the splitted one will be, the total mass of the splitted one always will be lesser. Actually, the splitting, the larger nuclei is splitted up into the lighter nuclei. That process is known as the nuclear fission process. That is known as the nuclear fission process. So this mass difference, so the larger one, heavier one is having larger mass than the lighter one, sum of the mass of the lighter ones. Actually, the lighter one is formed from the heavier one only. So as we know, the mass of the heavier one and the sum of the mass of the lighter ones should be same. But experimentally it is found that the sum of the mass of the lighter ones will be always less than that of the mass of the heavier one. So this mass difference, this mass is converted into a kind of energy. The relation to obtain that energy, that is Einstein's mass equivalent for the energy, that is E is equal to mc square, where m is the change in mass. So this energy, the E is equal to mc square, the energy formed due to the nuclear fission, and the reason for behind this energy is the mass difference. The mass is converted into the excessive mass, that is converted into the nuclear energy. So this process is known as nuclear fission, and only with the help of the radioactive elements we can produce this, or some of the with some particular elements only we can produce the nuclear energy, that is such as uranium, plutonium and thorium. You can if it is asked in the examination as the examples for the elements which can produce the nuclear energy, you can write these examples. So tremendous amount of energy is released at the time of the nuclear fission or the nuclear fusion. The nuclear fusion is exactly opposite that of the nuclear fission. In nuclear fission, the larger nucleus is split apart into smaller nuclei, but in nuclear fusion, the smaller nuclei is combined to form a larger nucleus. Actually, the energy produced from the sun, it is due to the nuclear fusion, where the hydrogen atoms are combining to form the helium atoms. So along with the formation of the helium atom, there will be the formation of a huge amount of energy. This energy is actually the reason behind the solar energy. So actually, for producing or for the bombarding for bombarding the heavier nucleus with the neutrino particles, we need some equipments, and the combination of those equipments are known as the nuclear reactors. So where this procedures or the process will take place, and as a result this energy will be formed or obtained in the form of heat energy. This heat energy can be used up to boil the water and produce the steam, and using this steam we can rotate the turbines, and by rotating the turbines we can produce the electrical energy. So the nuclear energy is converted into electrical energy there in the nuclear reactors. So there are some disadvantages for these nuclear reactors. So the major disadvantages are given. The major hazard of nuclear power generation is the storage and disposal of spent or used fuels. In the beginning of this section, I have already told you that only the radioactive elements can produce the nuclear energy. So the radiation emitted from these radioactive elements are very harmful for the human beings as well for the environment. So the disposal and the storage of the used fuels as well the its waste particles actually that is very harmful as well. We have to take such a great precaution to do the storage and as well for the disposal. And if the improper disposal is happening, then that will harmful for the environment, or it will contaminate the atmosphere. And as well the next issue, that is the accidental leakage. If you have seen or if you have read about the Nagasaki, actually the atomic bomb and the nuclear reactor both are working on the same principle. In the nuclear reactor, the fission process is in a controlled way. In the atomic bomb, that is an uncontrolled fission is there. So we can say the nuclear reactors are a kind of atomic bombs, lighter atomic bombs. If we cannot control the reaction, then it will become a huge atomic bomb and it will blast out. So if an accidental leakage of this radiations, if it happen, that will definitely contaminate the environment and affect the health of the human beings. So that is a high risk, or as well that is a high challenge. So the precautions to prevent the accidental leakage as you have to measure the precautions that are very costly. So in such a way, the initial installation of the nuclear power plants, that is little bit costly. Financially, that is a little difficulties will be there. Economically, if you are considering, then the nuclear power plants are a little bit costly. And as well the fuels, the uranium, thorium, plutonium, all such elements are limited. The availability of those objects or the elements are very limited. That is also one of the major demerit for the nuclear power stations. Now let us consider the environmental consequences. So we are consuming all the energy sources from the earth as well. All the contaminated or the all kind of the waste elements from the sources of the energies is getting thrown into the earth or into the atmosphere. That is getting the atmosphere contaminated. So what are the environmental consequences? We have to discuss that one, and we have to control the pollution, and we have to use the good fuels. So I will discuss that. The source we would choose depends on the factors such as the ease of extracting energy from the source. So it should be the extraction of the energy from the source should be easily. As well, the economics of extracting energy from the source should also be less. The cost should be less. The efficiency of the technology available and the environmental damage that will caused by using that source. So the last point. So we have to consider how much harmful is that energy or source to the atmosphere. So we are supposed to select such sources in such a way which will not contaminate the earth or the atmosphere in a large manner. So whenever we are selecting the energy sources, we have to add up that criteria also along with the other criteria. A reduced atmospheric pollution or the contamination should be mentioned or measured at the time when we are considering the selection of the energy sources. We have to select and use the cleaner sources, energy like the solar energy and the CNG, etc. As we are comparing the CNG, compressed natural gas, along with the petrol or diesel, the amount of the pollution caused by the CNG will be very less. So such energy sources can be named as cleaner sources. So we can use this kind of cleaner sources, so in such a way we can save or protect our Mother Earth, and as well we can reduce the contamination of the atmosphere. So these are the major points regarding the nuclear energy and the environmental consequences. And one more topic is there: how can we save the energy? So instead of using up the non-renewable energy sources, you are supposed to majorly use the alternative sources, and as well the sources which are producing the less pollution. And you can suggest some of the activities that you can do to save the energies, such as instead of using the private vehicles, you can use the public vehicles as well. For a shorter distance, if you are moving, instead of using your vehicle, you can go by walk. such kind of points to save the energy sources that you can mention. And you just read the textbook. Okay, thank you. And I'm sending the question answers, a link I am sending. In that one the question answers are there. Refer that question answers also and study properly.